what has always not drawn me to CrossFit is how confined indoors it is.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, maybe it's growing up in Scotland, maybe it's the exposure to sport I had growing up, all things I'm very grateful for. I just morally reject the fact that a C2 bike is an indoor version of an outdoor thing to some degree. And if things can be done outdoors, they should be done outdoors. So I always found it really fascinating that you decided to use that beard and training mentality to go out and do that. So from your perspective, training for the brutal versus the interior of a CrossFit gym, what were the different lessons that you extracted from kind of those opposing ends of the spectrum?
That's an interesting one. I think the brutal, as you know, doing a double, which is mad, by the way, because I remember when people were doing a double, I was thinking they're mad, is kind of 90% mindset. Even if you're fit and you train for a year or whatever, it hurts. It really hurts. Whereas I think, so that was maybe outside my comfort zone, because it was my mind that had to get me through that challenge. Whereas in the gym, I was using it as a social connection more than anything. And I came from a kind of fairly short distance running background. So the 20 minute workout was much better for me. I enjoyed it. Whereas getting on a bike and swimming through a lake, I didn't enjoy it. So it was all mindset.
Did you enjoy it afterwards? Type 2 fun?
It's type 2 fun, yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely type 2 fun. Like last week I did Snowdon, this 24-hour Snowdon race, and that was definitely type 2 fun, because during it, it's not fun.
Did you do 7? Was it
7, yeah, 7 ascents. And that was, again, mindset, because again, I do have a high rocks now. It's a bit of running outside, but I'm still a CrossFitter, really. I still just go to the gym. It's different, isn't it?
It is. Again, it's why I was speaking with somebody yesterday. I think the most I've enjoyed something in the moment the past 5 years, 2 occasions, same mechanism, lifting the Dinny Stones, my first strongman competition last summer. So both picking up natural stones,
sweet.
Immediate gratification of has it moved or hasn't it? Whereas endurance is so drawn out that you get to the end, you're like, oh, then fuck, it's done. I'll think about this tomorrow.
That is a more eloquent way of putting it. So yeah, I think you're right. I think CrossFit is it's 20-minute gratification. You can see the end. It hurts, but you'll be better after 30 seconds. With an endurance event, you don't enjoy it really until afterwards.
Unless you're incredibly mentally conditioned in certain ways, or quite twisted.
Yeah, and but you do need that. Obviously, you've done way more than me. But what I found last week was you do need it. I was kind of in a position in my life where I was craving a test of mindset rather than a test of physical ability in the gym.
Was there anything in the business that was driving that, do you think?
I just think occasionally, I do, and most people do, I think need to step out of the comfort zone to physically to make you realise what you can do personally and professionally. And the thing I did last weekend, it was 24 hours of kind of the only thing you can really think about is looking at the floor so you don't fall on your face. And after 24 hours, you realise you haven't thought about anything apart from the floor. And when can you do that in life?
Very rare, especially in a big city.
You can't.
You've got a lot going on in terms of the next phase of what's happening.
Yeah.